country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. To get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. He's got it down the right side. Hits the crease. Inside the touchdown Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Reads it, fires complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. But the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You can see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Going with the ground game left. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking for a deep man. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. To the air on first down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown tie!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. And the returner will be knocked down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And they can't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab down the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Simpson. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. If you've got these defenders, they are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Now improvising. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Setting up the screen. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Bernard. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Firing toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And as he throws, it is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. bringing it back. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Now the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go in the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Bernard. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tigers want to move quickly. To the air on second down. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back.
He's got it inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the tight end. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
Unloads it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
aggressive here and going for two. Trying to punch it in. He makes his way in for the two, and now they trail by only 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mack. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys... They rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Adams. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field. But how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down, looking for more.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make this thing even more special.
Wants to throw on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee.
Victory formation on the road. There's not a better play call for an offensive coordinator to make.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama